Very good morning. We have Kevin Hawthorne of the United States of America. Good early morning to you. It is early. So, two videos are being uploaded as I speak to do with www.geordie-nation.co.uk. Crash testing. So that's what we are doing at this moment in time. And it's important as I want approval from authorities, which is what the next big meeting's about. And I'm going to be doing a video straight after this one, and that is to an American as well, because Kevin's American. How is the weather over in the United States of America currently? Let me know in chat. So there are 3 people so far this morning. Welcome in. See who comes into chat. 4. Wow, we're increasing. My morning coffee. But I have been online doing stress testing since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's not finished yet. It did say to me though on Replit, it's going to move me onto a new scale, which I suppose very soon I'll find out what that new scale is and how much it costs. We have Heme Returns. Did you vote for Mike? No. What do you mean, did I vote for Mike? Who is he? I don't know. Can you give a little bit more of an explanation? Heme dash returns, so that we're all on the same page, because at the minute I don't know. Quarterly DAO vote. Quarterly for what? Or for the Ethereum Foundation election. Oh, didn't even know anything about that. I do have Ethereum. I do have Bitcoin, but that's the first I've heard of it. The DA0 is a DAO application. Do know that a little bit. And no, I missed that completely. But then again, trying busy to get things all sorted. Been crash testing this morning, all morning. And no doubt I'll be crash testing all day. But all good at the end of the day, because you can't put something out there. What are you saying now? Morning, looks like you're currently working hard. Yeah, heavy metal footy, man. Hard is not the word. Part of the problem has been like what I wish had happened many, many moons ago. That time when I left school and all of the computers were like parked outside. There was several, like, you know, the old Luton vans with the shutters at the back. There were several of them, and what I should have done, I didn't, and that was to go back into reception at the school and turn around and say, how do I go to sixth form? And then go on to Newcastle College from sixth form. But I didn't. Maybe that was a bit of a stupid thing. But when we're young and daft, we do daft things. Him returns. Hardly working, I think. Heavy metal footy's just come back in, turned round and says, give the man a break. He's grown 3 pension funds. Very true. Very true. And about to hire 50 staff members. That's on the cards. That's the hope. And that's the goal. Part of extending the goal is this. And it's 25 first year, second year, 25, third year, 25. You kind of get the point. Now, to get to that stage, what needs to happen is approval. Oh, what team got here? What team got here? Let's have a little look. How come everything is on the cards, but no cards ever get played? Wow, man. How's about kick the settee from under us? Gordon Bennett, man. Really? Oh, yeah. I'm pushing limits to new limits that I haven't even thought of yet. I'm doing stuff which you already know about. Remember when you posted all those comments? Remember that on Radium? So don't turn around and sit on your high chair. Yeah? Don't do that, because at the end of the day, your high chair can still get kicked from under you. AK-47. I thought you must be pushing the AI to its... I am, yeah. I've pushed the AI this morning and broken it several times. It's still broken. He's jumping. Paul is on a mission. You're damn right I'm on a mission. You're damn right I'm on a mission. You know one thing, right, at the end of the day, yeah? When I left school, right, the computers, another Commodore, another Amstrad, where you used to stick a floppy disk in the side. But when they came to my school years and years ago, I was thinking to myself, hold on, I'm going home to then go down to the careers office. It wasn't a job centre back then. It was a careers office. And all that time ago, yeah, when I did these things, what you got? You seem to be spitting some facts. I will listen to you. Okay. This time next year. I like that AK-47. I like that. Oh, Alexa, man. Really? This time next year, you could be on a private island putting your feet up. Getting to buy something like that would be nice for holidays, but that would what it would be, holidays. Education is free online. There's a lot of stuff which is online. Heme dash returns. You know, stop making excuses. What are you going on about, mate? What are you honestly going on about? Come on, Howie, spit the dummy out. Yeah. Now, to everybody else, yeah, him was an investor who was made whole again. Yeah, because I cashed in on one platform to come onto another platform. And what did you do, him? What did you do? You told everybody in your comments that can't be retracted. You told everybody about scam, 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 and all the rest of it. Yeah. Even though you got what you put in back in your wallet. And now you come across as like some kind of person. What I'm trying to do, there's no instruction book to it. You know, building by myself. What else you putting? You just said you wish you'd learned. I was leaving school while the computers were being carried into school. Now, what I did do was I went to Newcastle College because this up here, the mind, the most powerful thing we have after our heart, both have to work in unison. Yeah. Now, the mind said, get to learn computers. There was multiple different courses, but I started at the beginning, right at how do you switch a computer on? The problem back then was migraines. Yeah. I'm human. Yeah. So there we go. Now, since school, since I bought the very first computer, which was an old, a decades old 386 with a floppy disk drive. Yeah. Never used a floppy disk ever. Why? Because it goes into DOS, which is your command prompt these days. What else we got? What else we got? If you have migraines and can't learn, why do you think you'd be the CEO of 5 companies simultaneously? Right. Here we go. 1 second. Right. Him. I'm going to put this to the camera so everybody can see. Now that is for heavy migraines. Okay, that product there. And if you ever come into my chat and go on about what I'm trying to achieve, like you're better, prove you're better. Prove it. I'm learning. I have a subject matter which is adult learning, and I'm 58 years old until April comes. April ain't here yet. What else we got? I don't think anyone is doubting you have migraines. No, well, this person, this him, seems to have a gripe. Okay, I think him is just trying to say he does not think you're able to handle 5 businesses while suffering. I am suffering mental health problems. I am suffering health problems. Does it stop me? No. Why? Because I look at the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? 2030 is the bigger picture. Where, like I said to him, Dash returns. When I made him whole again, and he said that he couldn't retract what he had put onto Radium, I got in touch with Radium on Discord, and I've got to check while I'm doing other things, like you mentioned before, 5 different things. Yeah. These are ideas which have potential. Have. HAVE. And I'm working hard with nobody, just me, until we have this meeting. And at the meeting, I want assurances and I want help. That's it. Now, what he's saying, you did not make me whole. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, 3 times. One sol, whether it's at the high value where it was, or one sol at the low value it is right at this moment in time, is still 1 sol. You can't gain when the market falls. Sorry, just to burst your bubble. Right. You never owed 1. You only rug pulled 0.09. Okay. So I give you over the odds. I give you over the odds because you were left out of pocket. End of. If you make, like my nana used to say to me, if you make a mistake, own the mistake. Own it. In other words, if people have invested like you did at 0.09, make that person whole again. That's exactly what happened. Now, what's it? All the launch pads you use to create bonding curves, even when they dump your coins, I can still. Do you know? Are you some kind of expert, Heem? Are you? I'm not. Not in any shape or form. I'm just a content creator who is willing to push in a new direction, and all you can do is spam my chat. Really? You talk about world's first meme coins with utility. Yes, utility. It's in the paperwork. It's okay not to be an expert. Don't try and make people buy. Am I bending anyone's arm up their back? Him? Dash returns? No, I'm not. I'm making videos where I'm speaking about the Financial Conduct Authority because I want to be approved by the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom. That is not saying that I'm banging on about stuff. I'm testing stuff, crashing it to fix it, to make it stronger. Tsunami, any updates on the wind farms? Not yet. What was it? I didn't read that bit. Don't try to make people buy your coins, then make false promises that they will go to £1. So that's your full context. Full. Now let me just educate you a second here. Right? The meeting I've got coming up is with experts in their field. I'm going to show them everything and ask for analysis and help. Analysis and help. Just in case you didn't hear properly. Yeah? Now, what I want at the end of 2026 is to be on the good list. If I'm on the good list, that means I can promote what is on Radium to all the people, not just you. I get the feeling you don't want anything to do with what I'm doing, which that's fine with me. Fine, complete. You're one person against the rest of the world. So you're in the minority, whether you want to admit it or whether you don't. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Am I not allowed to have crypto knowledge? Yes, you are. Everybody in the UK is allowed to have crypto knowledge, which has been massively suppressed. Why? Because crypto has been treated as a dirty word. It's not. Oh, here we go again. Do you know what a sample means? It's 90% of a small group thinking. It's statistically likely that 90% of the world also thinks the same. I'm not even sure how to get into that, what you just said. Being honest. One thing I will say is this: 8 billion people, 8, live on our planet. 8 billion against you, him, dash returns. You're in the minority, mate. The minority, whether you want to admit it or not. Because it doesn't matter how many things a person tries to achieve. It doesn't. What matters is how you try. AK-47. The only problem, Paul, is he was your only investor, and if he was to speak out against you, then it could damage future investors. But he's got a valid point there. But what I would say to that is this: you put the bad people to one side, yeah, out of the total population on planet Earth. Put bad people in one pot and put everybody else in the other pot. Yeah. Now, when people start to learn and realize that, yes, there is your fiat currency, your fivers, your tenors, your £20 notes, etc., there's also a flip side to that, which is cryptocurrency, like your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, your Solanas, your Binance of this world. So there's two competing for your attention. And when I look at things on not the small picture. Why? Because there's a bigger picture. And the bigger picture is what they want, what His Majesty King Charles III wants, what the Labour Party wants, what the Financial Conduct Authority wants, and the Bank of England. In this year, 2026, we push for approval. Now, I'm not asking for approval from him. No. I'm asking approval from something bigger than him. Why? Because him is one person. He might have a bunch of mates, like 5 or 10 mates, who all think the same, but look at the bigger picture, which is the bigger picture is 8 billion plus. Who wins in the battle of 8 billion plus? Is it him's comments on radium, or is it other people who think good idea? That's what you got to weigh up. And if you use the scales of justice, the scales, yeah, him and his pals against the rest of the world, him's up here while the rest of the world's massive. That's my point. And by doing education videos, yeah, to show you things that I'm looking at, what else has been? What if I told you you're even good? People are thinking you're full of. You just perceive them as bad because you cannot accept being wrong or ignorant. Oh, right. If 8 billion people knew about your projects, they never will. In brackets, they would also think the same. Okay. Well, considering, yeah, I have Facebook, considering I have X, considering I have TikTok, and more, your what you just said there, yeah, has just been put into the shredder, quite literally, because, like I said, and I'll keep going back to it, what you don't like doesn't mean to say everybody else is going to feel the same way. What, so you have lots of fans on that believe in. No, I have people who are looking at information. They are looking at not just this YouTube channel. No, they're looking at other YouTube channels as well. And one thing I'm going to say to you all is this, right? Can you list 10 people? Because I can't list 100 that don't. I can list 100 that don't. Right. Okay. Here we go. We have a person here who I'm going to put into a timeout because you're spamming the chat. Right. So you're on the naughty step for half an hour. And what I want to tell you is this, right? Chat is for everybody to have a say, have an opinion. That's welcome. But constantly going on to the negative side, there is things happening on planet Earth that are totally beyond our control. Bad things. Yeah. I'm just trying to put good stuff into the mix. Stuff that in 2020 up to 2024 did not exist. And I've backed that up with a product. Now, on that specific product, let me just open your eyes. And I want to open your eyes, educate. The current president of the United States of America was asked a question about what he has, his meme coins. Yeah. And when that was asked on Air Force One, everybody was aware of what Donald was about to say. It's a support coin. Support. Keyword. So we'll see how many other people come into chat, because obviously him dash returns has been spamming. He seems to have a point to prove. But what he doesn't realise is this. He said just before there, 100 people. Get 1,000 people. Get 10,000 people to say they hate my ideas. Now try and grow that to 1 million, then to 70 million. You'll find it's hard, because you have to remember what you're saying. Yeah. And I'm trying to be transparent. Now, like I said earlier, yeah, he came back with he only had 0.09 that he lost when I cashed in on coinbook.fun. But he got 1.0 plus. Why? Because that's the way it works. You give back if somebody is left out of pocket. You give back to that person to make that person whole. Jay, you need to stop putting people in timeout for debating. No, what I was putting the person into timeout for is this: spamming the chat. The chat is for everybody, including you. Yeah. But if I'm only saying one person making comments, you're in a timeout. You're allowed back in after half an hour. Yeah. But that person has a problem. People will criticize. Yeah, they will. That is true. Yeah, people will. That is the cost of business. Correct. But if you want people on your side, accept it. Listen. I do accept criticism. No one's perfect. Yeah. But what I'm going to say to you is this, right? Whether you know this or not, I was on one platform, nothing was moving, cashed out, and the person who had been in, I gave them their money back. That tells me that they got their money back plus extras. That's a good deed, isn't it? It's not a bad deed, it's a good deed. Because if something's not moving, you move it elsewhere. But this person kept going and going and going about projects which are being tested. Heavy metal footy, if there's only one chatting, then it's going to look like spamming. Yeah. But he is only the one chatting. Yeah. But nobody else was appearing for minute after minute after minute, which is why YouTube doesn't like it. So because YouTube doesn't like it, I don't. Yeah. But criticism, you can criticize. Yeah. You can try and say this, that, and the other. And all I'll try and do at the end of the day is take on board stuff. Yeah. Like ages and ages ago. Oh, you've done this. Okay. I'll do that to fix it. But it's still not enough. Yeah. And when it gets to the point of it's not enough, why? Tsunami, can I get a shout out message from my friend Ryan Eden? Ah, he's a big fan. There you go, mate. To Ryan Eden, shout out. But this is part of the issue, you see. Everybody here on YouTube does their own thing. Yeah. Some of them quite popular, like the bigger channels. But I'm just trying to do things in a different direction to make sure that there's extra content for you out there. Because what you got to remember is this: more people watch YouTube than BBC, ITV, Channel 4. Why? Because there's dribble on there on all of those different platforms. And you don't want to watch repeat, repeat, repeat. You want something new, something to inspire. Yeah. Which is what it's about. You know? I remember watching a fellow channel ages ago. And he was working round the clock. He was doing table service at a restaurant. He had acquired some properties to rent out to people. And his missus decided to smash her car up. So he fixed it on camera. Now look where he is. Look at the success. It is possible. So yes. Oh. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to please everybody all the time. It's impossible. So I just do what I'm trying to do. And, you know, the hope is you like. You know, I mean, shout outs also to all fellow channels from Adam Pearson, Tyneside Life, and Loaded Mag, NUFC, NUFC Matters, the Gallagher Shots, and I'll mention more as they pop into my head. Why? We're all in the same boat. All of us. We all have channels. Yeah? And I'll no doubt put a description giving everybody a shout out. It's a good thing, though, at the end of the day. Like with the other YouTube channel the other day, who gave me a shout out live on his TikTok and YouTube, both at the same time. Because we're pushing boundaries. We want to push in new directions. See what happens. Is it going to be perfect? Doubt it. But at least we try. And if we try, that's the main thing. Heavy Metal Footy saying, Paul, I would be worried the team from Singapore haven't even sent you an automated reply stating they would get back to you. Yes, valid point, Heavy Metal Footy. Very valid point. I'll chase that up after I've had something to eat. Very valid point. Spot on, mate. But yeah, even with, as Heavy Metal Footy was saying there, Flover.ai. I haven't heard anything from them, so time to chase it up and say to them, oh well, you haven't even sent me this or anything to do with it. AK, pardon me, AK-47 zombie. Have you had any luck with finding a woman? Nah, it's not going to happen. AK-47, it's not going to happen. End of. Sad but true. So, am I worried? No, because I'm just concerned and concentrating on Seeking You, Geordie Nation, and what's on Radium. It's shocking what that woman did. Well, she rang up on the Wednesday before the Saturday. Can't come. Fair enough. Can't come. You know, is the travelling still planned? Yeah. Well, first need to get passport first, and then as I start to earn from Seeking You, from Geordie Nation, etc. Possible, yeah. Then we've got Jack here, Jack R8Y7V. Hello. But yeah, I just need the passport so I can travel. What I'm looking forward to, though, is I tried asking this question last night on Through Black and White Eyes. How far Newcastle United can go in the Champions League? Because the last 16, as far as I'm aware, goes from the knockout stage to then the quarter final, then the semi-final, and then the final itself. So there's 4. How is the billion-dollar quantum defense idea going? Well, it has crashed one of my systems. That's kind of on life support, but the other one took it no problem. But and with it working fully on www.seeking-u.co.uk, then I can show that to this meeting and say, there you go, have a look. And I'm asking at the same meeting for help, because one person can't do all this. You know, from 8 o'clock this morning to right now, the other computer, I couldn't use it, which is why I'm on ThinkPad. So yeah. And if it does all work the way it's supposed to, and you says $1 billion, well, we don't use dollars in the UK. We use pound sterling. But if it gets to the big numbers, it's not a bonus, because it means there's more money going to good causes. That's who will get the money, the good causes, like Alzheimer's, dementia, and others, which is at the core of what I'm trying to do in the first place, rather than them having to stand outside the shops in all weathers trying to donate, to get people to donate money to their cause. Just give them it that way, a different way. Oh, yeah. Ow. Right. So I've been live 45 minutes, and what I'm going to do is I'll be back tonight. So hope to see you there. Hope to see that heme dash returns might have calmed down. We'll see. Or we won't. I don't know. I can't judge what other people think at the end of the day. But as I've said to a few this morning, yeah, you can have an opinion because we've all got one. Yeah. So smash the like, subscribe. Memberships are also available. And thanks for being here. Been one long morning. Well, it's afternoon now, but you get the point. Thanks for coming.